I'm Annie from coachingwithannie.com. Today I'm talking with Jeff Guenther. Jeff is the founder of the Practice Academy at thepracticeacademy.com. He helps therapists bring in clients online. Today we're talking about search engine optimization, what SEO is, how it can help you bring in clients, how to get started with SEO, and how to improve your SEO over time. Here we go. Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to tell you, I reached out to my community to find out what kind of questions therapists have for us today.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that there is such a wide range of how much or how little different therapists know about SEO.
Mm-hmm.
So, during this conversation, there's going to be some things for those of you who are totally new to SEO, and then there are also going to be some things for people who understand the basics of SEO and want to get some information about how to apply it to their therapy practice. So let's start with the basics, Jeff. So can you
Sure.
tell us just what search engine optimization is and why it's important for a therapy practice?
Sure. So just to kind of simply define what SEO is, it's the process of increasing quality traffic through organic results in search engines like Google or Bing or Yahoo. And it's about using these techniques to influence the organic results that are organized by Google and other popular search engines. So it's about ranking high in the organic results. And when I say organic results, I mean the results that are not paid advertising like Google AdWords and stuff like that. But it also, the organic results also count as like the Google map listings that will show up too for local results.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important to be able to show up high on Google results on page 1, 2, or 3, because that's where people are looking for therapy these days. They're looking for therapy on the internet or on their mobile devices, or just going to search engines and typing in what they're looking for. So you got to kind of like meet the client where they are. And they're on the internet looking for a therapist or a healthcare professional. And the clients are going to take the easiest path possible. Like maybe in the past, it was about asking your primary care physician for good referrals in the community, and that's not easy anymore. They're just going to go right to Google. And it's sort of like your website has replace the business card. It's kind of like a living and breathing business card, your website. And that's where people are going to go to develop a relationship with you. It's their first point of contact. When they go to the internet, do a search, go to your website, they're going to start to actually develop a rapport with you.
Mm-hmm.
And an interesting kind of statistic is that people visit your website or your healthcare, your therapist profile directory 8 times before actually reaching out to you.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to go and they're going to read all your content, and they're going to look at all of your blogs, and they're going to look at your photo, and they're going to develop a real sort of like electronic, intimate relationship, and then they reach out to you.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to do that, you have to rank highly in search engine results.
So they find you in the first place to then kind of go through that process with you.
Yes, exactly.
What do you think are, when you're talking to therapists, what are some of the really common misconceptions that they tend to have about SEO?
Mm-hmm. Well, a few of them are that it's really difficult and it's really complicated and it's over their head, and that doesn't have to be true. You can devote a full weekend to trying to learn what SEO is, and you can learn a lot about it. And it's not as tricky or sneaky as you might think it is. A lot of people think that they have to pay for search engine optimization. That's not the case. You can, and that can work, and that's totally fine. But if you don't want to pay for it, or you want to save your marketing dollars, then you can do it yourself. You don't have to pay a dime. Another misconception is that you just need to do SEO one time, and then that's it, and then you're good. That's not exactly true. There is a lot that you can do one time, and it's really important that you devote maybe a night or a weekend to doing search engine optimization. But then there's some like regular upkeep that you should be doing in order to boost your SEO. Some people think that you'll never be able to outrank like the big directories like Psychology Today, or people that are paying like hundreds or thousands of dollars for SEO. So you might not be able to outrank them for keywords like if somebody types in therapist in San Francisco. That's a really general and
right. That's going to be a tough one.
That's going to be a tough one, so you probably won't show up on the first page. But if somebody goes and types in therapist that works with non-monogamous couples that takes Blue Cross Blue Shield in San Francisco, well, that's a long tail keyword. And chances are, if you do correct SEO, then you'll show up on the first page for that long tail keyword. And the person typing that in is the person that's like ready to make an appointment. You know, they've done their research and that's what they're looking for. And one last misconception is that people think that you have to be really, that like there's something really sneaky about search engine optimization and that you have to know the secrets. And if you don't, then you're never going to rank well. And Google is the exact opposite. They feel the exact opposite about that. They want it to be incredibly basic and totally intuitive so that you don't have to do all this tons of research. They don't want like people to pay for SEO and to rank better because they're paying for it or they're experts on it. They want anybody to just kind of make a website and then for it to rank well just because they've created a website and put some good content on it. So it's not as sneaky as you might think it is.
Right. So Google, they're really invested in having the best quality content that they can. They want you to be, doing a search and then getting the most valuable content for that search. So that's kind of in our favor.
Yes, it is in our favor. Yes. And we are experts on our field and in our niche and with the population that we work with. So Google really wants to rank us well. They're going to rank psychology today well because a lot of people go to that site and they have a lot of links and stuff like that. But they want to rank us like the local experts at the top of the search results when they can.
Okay, that's a great point. Yeah. And so then how should people get started with SEO? What would you recommend that they do first to take just those first steps?
Sure. There's three main things that they can do, that any therapist can do in order to start boosting their SEO. The first one is to concentrate on keywords. And so when I talk about keywords are the words that are typed into Google searches or Bing searches or any search engine on the internet. So people are typing in therapist and counselor and the city that they're in, maybe San Francisco, or they're typing in the issue that they're looking for, PTSD, couples counseling, trauma, depression, anxiety, social anxiety, whatever. Those are the keywords that people are typing in. So they're not typing in dysthymia. They're typing depression. They're not typing in anxious attachment style. They're typing in codependency, right? Yeah. So they're going to be typing those keywords in. So you take those keywords and you put them in this is a little jargony, but it's okay. You're going to put them in your meta titles, your meta descriptions, in your subheadings, throughout your content, and then just naturally throughout your content, those keywords are going to be on each page.
Well, and I want to jump in and say that if for some of you all of that made sense, and then for some of you just got lost. You heard what? And so actually, if you go to, and all of this will be in the notes here, but if you go to is it practiceacademy.com?
It's thepracticeacademy.com.
Practiceacademy.com, important. If you go there, you're going to find a lot of resources to actually show you how to do this. So, so take notes and get ready, but you're also going to be walked through it if you go over there.
Yes, exactly. Putting keywords in the meta title takes like a minute. It's really easy to do. Anyone can do it. You just have to kind of like know where to look, where to enter that. So first thing, put the keywords in the right place. Second thing is that people need to create fresh content. So that means that you'll need to create specialty pages. And when I say specialty pages, it's kind of like a page on your website that is about a specific issue. Codependency, depression, social anxiety. So you create a specialty page just for that issue, and then you'll also create blog posts around that issue. The blog posts, if you're like a rock star, you're going to post once a week. If you're not so much a rock star, go for 2 times a month or at least once a month, but blog posts around the keywords that connect with the niche that you're looking for. So you're going to create fresh content is the second thing that you're going to do. And then the third thing is that you're going to try to get other websites on the internet to link to you. So There's going to be a link on somebody else's website. They click it and they go to your website. That's a link. So you're going to sign up for the paid directories, Psychology Today, Good Therapy, whatever, if your marketing budget allows for it. You're going to sign up for all the free directories like Yelp, if you feel okay with Yelp, or like yellowpages.com. There's a bunch of free directories that you can sign up for locally. And then you're going to ask your therapist buddies who also have websites to link to you on their resource page or in their blog. You're also going to contact massage therapists, naturopaths, chiropractors. You're going to contact all those other local healthcare professionals and tell them about your service and ask them to link to you on their webpage so that your links will go up, because links kind of count like votes. The more votes you have on the internet, then the higher you'll rank in search engine results.
Okay, and it makes a lot of sense if we think about it, if what Google is trying to do, and I just keep saying Google because that's the big one, but
yeah,
if what Google is trying to do is to bring people to the best content, then it makes sense that if other people are linking to it, it's more likely to be valuable. So,
right,
yeah.
exactly. Mm-hmm.
Good. And then what, if somebody's going to be putting some time into SEO over time and just build some practices into their marketing time, I mean, you mentioned creating content, and so that's something that people can just build into their week and have as a weekly or maybe twice a month, once a month practice. What else would you recommend that people keep in mind?
Really, actually, that's it.
Oh,
so Google, they've always said, and they continue to say, content is king. So if Google would love to be able to rank websites, they wish that instead of like spiders and algorithm ranking the websites, they had hundreds and thousands of people that worked at Google that were like manually ranking the websites. And the way that they would, have these people rank the websites is they'd say, go to the website, read the content. Is it good quality content? Then rank it high. And so that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make their Google spiders that crawl the internet as close as they possibly can to human rankers. So you're going to want to work on content as much as you possibly can. So you're going to, let's say that your niche is working with couples recovering from infidelity. Okay, so you're going to write a bunch of specialty pages on that. You're going to have a bunch of blog posts about how to recover from infidelity, how often infidelity happens, who does the infidelity, why infidelity happens, everything you can think about infidelity and how to recover from it, or how to end a relationship if there's infidelity. You're going to also link to articles, other people that have written about infidelity. So fellow therapists, articles that you see on Facebook or on news sites. You're going to interview experts, maybe even locally in the field, about how to recover from infidelity and how do you treat couples that have gone through the pain and betrayal of infidelity. You're going to make videos about, 5 conversations to have after your partner cheats on you. And you'll create those videos on your YouTube page that'll be linked to your website. You can even create like little mini e-courses that people can download and work through these issues in order to get through infidelity and stay together. You're going to do guest blog posts. So you're going to do a blog post on other therapists' website about infidelity that will link to your own website. You're going to contact Huffington Post, which actually isn't that hard to write an article for, or Psychology Today, local newspapers in the community where you're going to write about infidelity. You're going to hold workshops in the community that are going to link to your website. So really just being active in the community, and you're going to become an authority and an expert on treating couples that have gone through infidelity, and that you'll naturally rank for keywords and long phrase keywords. You're going to get links to your website because people see that you're an authority in the space and they'll want to link to you and do interviews with you. And then you'll have this naturally recurring fresh content because you're going to be posting about it on your blog and stuff like that. So really the long-term work is writing good content so that you can naturally build up your SEO.
Beautiful. Yeah. And everything that you just said actually helps people, right? Everything you just talked about, the videos, the talks, the articles, linking to valuable content elsewhere, all of that is helping people. So this can be part of a very authentic marketing plan.
Exactly. You're just trying to be the most helpful therapist you possibly can. So
Yeah.
you're putting all this like wonderful research and content and tools and techniques and tips out there free on the internet, on your website, so that people can see how smart you are and how passionate you are about this, and then they'll naturally want to make an appointment with you.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Yeah. And so people have heard these really great ways to get started and to keep going, but how can they get some help from you? How can they, get more of your information about SEO?
Sure. They can go to www.thepracticeacademy.com. So I'm a therapist myself, and I've been practicing for 12 or 13 years. I've also been helping people one-on-one and through workshops with search engine optimization. I also have a couple healthcare directories up here in Portland where hundreds of healthcare professionals are on the website. So I get to collect like this really great, amazing, rich data. And I'm obsessed with search engine optimization in Google. So you can go to thepracticeacademy.com and you can read all of my blog posts I make once a week. And I provide like tons of free materials, workbooks and guides to walk you through doing all this stuff. And you can also email me at jeff@thepracticeacademy.com. If you have any questions, I'll likely make a whole lesson and blog post about it. You'll want to sign up for my newsletter on my website, and you'll get email every week giving you tips on how to do better with SEO.
Okay, and that's so exciting, because that is one of the big questions that came in was, where can we, because it's, everything is always changing on those interwebs. How can people stay up with what's going on right now? And so, Jeff is a great resource for that.
Yes, I'll keep you up to date. I'm going to make sure that you know everything. There is another site that I go to that's called moz.com, M-O-Z.com, and they have like a Whiteboard Friday every week where they have like a free video on search engine optimization and tons of free content. That's where I go a lot of the times. They're definitely an authority in the space, so you should check them out too.
Okay, but I would say for most of you, Jeff is going to be a better resource, just because most of you are running a small local business, and so SEO strategies are going to be different for different kinds of businesses, and everything that Jeff talks about is going to be applicable to you. So
yeah, that's the thing, is that SEO and content creation for therapists and healthcare websites, they need to be really ethical and softly influence people to reach out to you, make an appointment. It's really different compared to like the tech industry or, a sales industry or something like that. So we got a different spin and different flavor on SEO if you go to thepracticeacademy.com.
Yes. Excellent. Okay. And I'm trying to think, one more question I wanted to make sure I don't forget to ask is, I know I always recommend that people start out with a WordPress website, if at all possible. And I believe that you agree with that too. That was a question that a lot of people asked is, can I take care of this SEO stuff if I don't have a WordPress website?
Yeah, if you have a WordPress website, that's great. That's fantastic. Downloading a plugin like the Yoast plugin is a good plugin in order to have better SEO. There's tons of other really good plugins for WordPress too. But if you don't have a WordPress website, don't fret. That's okay too. I personally have a Squarespace website. That works really well for SEO. Lots of other websites out there that you can make for free or for a small amount of money per month are going to work really well too. You really just want to be able to edit the meta tags, like the meta title, the meta description. Those are the most important things, and then just create content. So with whatever website platform you're using, you're probably going to be fine.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Jeff. This has been really, really helpful.
Sure, no problem.
All right. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye. I hope you're feeling a little less scared of SEO and a little more inspired that you can take steps yourself. To learn more from Jeff, you can go to thepracticeacademy.com. To make sure you catch more interviews like this one, go to coachingwithannie.com.